Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your Farming Simulator 17 mod contest spotlight. It looks like I got a bunch of tractors here. It's all this. It's all the Fiat 14090 Turbo DT. So if I bring it up here in the shop, I've conveniently selected and got the next bunch of mods here. You can decide to have work lights or no work lights. 3 different tire sets, Trelleborg, Michelin or Pirelli. 1, 2, 3, 4... 3 different designs: no beacon light, high filter, aerial on weight, or no beacon light, 1 beacon light, large fenders, or 2 beacon lights. It does seem like everything ends up with a beacon light regardless, except high fenders, which the fenders in that one are higher. You might notice that these Fiats look like they're a bit wonky, except this one. Now, I discovered this by mistake. I'll get to what this thing actually does in a minute. There is a slight problem with these Fiats. You can disable... What? Okay, I guess I'll get to that too in a minute. There's a slight problem where they do lean slightly to the left. But, I'm outside for a reason. If I hit Z, the left side pops up. You gotta add and take away a weight to fix that for whatever reason. So, this thing is actually, I want to show you something cool because it got animated entry. Door opens very, very slowly. I've never seen a farmer open a door that slowly. You get in, you sit down, you turn on your IC, you close the door behind you. Now, this I have to do a couple of times. Those 2 buttons I just pressed take off the engine cover so you can actually see the engine in motion. If I get back into the cab now and turn those 2 off, just verify that they're off, yes, and hit these 2 buttons, we now have the engine covers kind of down to one side somehow. So let's disable those 2. Obviously open up the door, windows, the top window, which is for some reason there we go, that's that opening up, and the side window there as well. Is there anything I'm missing at all? No, doesn't look like it. No. So what's this cabin suspension? If I disable it, enable it, it doesn't seem like it does a whole lot. Although there is a... oh. Working hand throttle, working... shuttle, which is nice. Even the floor throttle and clutch seem to work, which are nice. What happens if I turn on the lights while I'm in cab? That's quite nice. Ah, it tells you when you're in park even, and the indicators don't seem to have any sort of indication. Blinker, no. So, let's have a look at the lights. We need to turn off IC for this. Those lights all look like they're coming from pretty much the right places. The beacon is correct. It's a pretty nice 140. I mean, it's got a bunch of stuff that maybe doesn't lead, and it is insanely loud. This is on the same sound settings I use for everything, and it is insanely loud. It doesn't like bumps at all, which is a bit of a shame, and I honestly have no idea if this thing gets dirty, so I'm just going to drive around in circles for a bit and see what happens. One more thing that I've just spotted. Your farmer's head is pretty... the seat is insanely high. Your farmer's head's pretty much going to go through the roof of this thing with the sunroof closed. I'll stop it up now. This doesn't... I don't think it does get dirty. There's some really nice modelling on the front steering, for the most part, because there's bits of the model kind of come and stick through when it gets the full lock. You can see there is a little bit of grey. The ball joint seems to be popping through, which is a bit of a shame. Underneath, there's like pins to nowhere, which again is a bit of a shame. I want to try and do a suspension test if I can here on the front suspension, but I don't know if it's gonna want to work. It looks pretty rigid to me, to be yeah, that's a pretty rigid suspension because the rear wheel's off the ground. That said, it's probably quite true to life of a 110 or 140. I know it's pretty much going to be the same as a 110. Also, your foot is on the clutch and there's no like, whoever made this, and I don't know who made this, and I do apologize. I'll flash the name up on screen, probably at the start of the video. It's quite nice. There's some room for improvement for sure. Compared to the T-dubs, it's a different kind of mod entirely. Compared to the Massies, yeah, it's well modeled, some nice features, but it maybe looks a bit flat. I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't quite get there for me. I don't think. Doesn't do a whole lot for me, and I would like a good 11090. Maximum weight you can put on this is 1800 kilos, by the way. Start off at 200 kilos by default. Just, I guess the mount is 200. 600, 1000, 1400, and 1800. Somehow that much weight is only 400 kilos, but okay. It's nice, but it's a real case of could do better. A real case of good, but it could be better. It could be improved upon. So it's, in a way, it's a bit of a letdown because, I mean, whoever made this went to the trouble of actually modeling in and detailing the serial plate and the engine animations and, you know, the little holes in the grill. There's a lot of work gone into it, but it's just kind of fallen flat at the last couple of hurdles, which is, you know, the texture work of the tractor itself. It looks very flat and a very there's no real definition to it, and potentially there's no dirt skin. I can't verify that without spending like half an hour testing it. Also, for some reason, the tires are completely different to normal Giant's tires. For the Trelleborg, that's Trelleborg as well. That's Michelin, which is actually hilariously close to Giant's tires. The Pirellis have like racing lines on them for some reason. The Racing Pirelli logo, which I've never seen on a tractor. Which I guess I've just never seen a Pirelli tractor with Pirellis on. But that is going to do it for me for today. Hope you enjoyed the mod spotlight, guys. It's a good tractor, but there's work needs to be done. The rear suspension is a lot stiffer than it needs to be. I'll leave you by saying, I've been RainbowDave. I just want to check now. Your farmer's head just about stays within the cab. I'll leave you by saying, I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching your Farming Simulator 17 mod contest spotlight. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit like, hit subscribe, leave your own thoughts below, of course. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.